Hey, welcome back, students. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to convert the units of gas collected in milliliters, how we're going to convert that to moles. So during this particular experiment, you would have already filled out most of these sections here. I'm just going to put little check marks on what you should have been able to collect. And it's this particular one over here at the very end, this last one that we're interested in. Here, you would have figured out that you would have generated a certain amount of gas, either anywhere from 1 milliliter to more than that, depending on which one it was. So if we assume that we have a starting amount of, I don't know, let's say you had 5 milliliters here. Okay, I'm just going to assume that you had 5 milliliters. This is how much you captured in the experiment. And so we want to go ahead and convert this to the next unit over here. And this is the section over here. We want to go essentially to this circled area in green that I did over here at the very end. We want to go up here. So the way you get this conversion done is you want to start off with a volume. And so you want to start off with a volume of 5 mLs. And this is going to be of CO2 because that's what you generated. And we want to convert this overall to moles. Well, notice the units. We have to convert milliliters to liters first. So the very first conversion factor that we're going to use is we're going to convert milliliters to liters. And we know that 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter of, and this is going to be of CO2 and of CO2 respectively. So up to this point, if you were to stop here, we would have the units, or the answer would be in liters. But I don't want liters. I want to go ahead and convert that to moles. In order for us to make the final conversion, we have to remember one very important conversion factor. I'm going to go ahead and write this here at the very top right corner, and that is for every 1 mole of a gas, this is equal to a certain amount occupied by that gas, which is 22.4 liters of that gas. And so now we can use this conversion factor to make the final step here. And so since we've ended up with liters, and let me go ahead and cancel out the stuff that cancels out here and this step and this step. So up to this point, we've got liters. So what we'll do in the final step is say for every 22.4 liters, and we're going to put that in the denominator, that is going to be equivalent to the amount of space occupied by 1 mole of that particular gas, which in this case is CO2. If we go ahead and do the math here, we're going to come up with a very specific amount. So if you go ahead and grab your calculator and do the math here, what you're going to wind up getting here is if we take 5 and we're going to go ahead and divide that by 1,000, and then we're going to divide that by 22.4, that's going to wind up giving us the following number, 0.000223. But the units here, because they do cancel, liters cancels with liters here, we're going to be left with moles. So that final answer here is going to be moles of CO2 produced. And so this value is the value that goes right here in this spot. Okay? And so that's how much was actually formed in this experiment. Now, you're going to have to do the same process for trial 2, 3, and 4, but this is the way you can actually do that. Okay? So here you go. Hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.